Hey y'all, it's me Andrea with Sucs For You in Houston, Texas, and it's cold outside. We have a cold front coming through, so I'm going to cover up some of my plants that are in the ground that I can't bring inside, and I'm going to show you how to protect your plants from when there's a chance of a freeze or a frost coming through your area. One thing to note is Houston really doesn't get terribly cold for very long, so we're looking at about between 25 and 30 degrees overnight. That does come with a risk of freeze. It's in that zone, but I don't think it's going to be that bad, but just in case, I am going to go ahead and cover my plants and move some stuff inside, and I'm going to show you what all I do to protect my succulents from really cold temperatures. This really is cold to me, by the way. I am freezing. I'm going to get over in the sunshine, do some work, and I'll be warm in a bit. Okay, let's do it. This is a frost cloth, frost sheet. It helps repel water and still lets some light through. Look how windy it is. Guys, this is not fun. Okay. Let's see. Maybe the wind is helping. Just gonna see. This isn't gonna cover everything, but I do have another one. I'm just going to tuck. I'm gonna use this pot to secure that end, and then I have some clamps I'm going to use. Let's see. Let me secure this around, jump back over here. Yeah, perfect. And in fact, if you don't have anything to clamp onto, a lot of these clamps are heavy enough just to weigh that end down. And I think that's what I'm going to do right there. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to have another one of these frost cloths I'm going to get. We did get a hard freeze before, and the first plants to go are going to be the more tropical, like your aloes and your calanchos. So let me get another clamp. Let's see. Come back over here. Ooh, it's already nice under here. Nice and warm. Let's see. I'm gonna drop that clamp right there. I'm about to trap myself in. I'm not too worried about that big opuntia because they are native and they're used to it getting pretty cold. I'm going to move this other guy. He's in a pot. Let's help him get under there. And grab another plant. Use some rocks under the ground. Now here's another trick. If one clamp isn't heavy enough, clamp your clamp. There you go. Comes the wind. Let's see what happens. There's nothing right there. Lay that down. So the only bummer is these cloths are not very cheap, and I only bought 2. I do have a bunch of other sheets and stuff I can use, but I'm, you know, I do want my garden to be okay, so it's gonna take a little extra money to have that security, and they're worth it. I think these cloths were about $9.99 each, and they're like 8 feet around. Alright, let's go cover the rest of the stuff. So I have this shelf set up over here up against the wall, and then I have that over there. And I am going to take some of those off the top and maybe bring them inside if I have space for them. And then I'm going to cover these up with a sheet. And I have this heavy planter that I put this garden stake in. I'm going to try and use that to help keep the sheet in place and keep it high. It should be pretty easy, I hope. It's nice if when you're setting up your plants, you think ahead of time about how you'll secure them from any potential cold or rain. I did a decent job planning ahead, but I think I could have done better. That's what clamps are for. They really make the job a lot easier. Alright, so I think I will go ahead. You guys can hang out there. That is placed there. Having it up against the wall, that takes care of the whole backside. And it also offers some warmth. So this faces east, so not really getting a lot of cold coming up this way. Most of the rain comes in from the south here, so which is that way. And then we have a whole other wall protecting it from that way over there, but I think it's definitely helping. It never hurts to double up. So I'm going to go ahead, because these are just sheets. It's not terribly secure. The wind is a little worrisome. I'm going to come back over here. It's a fitted sheet. That there. In fact, let's see. I'm going to just put a little pot like that. Oh, that's perfect. There's a little space back here, but I think it's okay. Oh yeah, there we go. And then just for fun, a little bit of extra safety like that there. And that's that. You know, I might add something right there just to weigh it down, but looks nice and cozy in there. Basically, we're building forts for plants. Miss you guys already. So just tucking the plants in as much as I can. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe have a chair. Yeah. And then I'm going to cover it and clamp it and use the chair to clamp it. These clamps are only $1 a piece or so from Home Depot, and I have a bunch of them, collected them. I almost buy more every time, and I'm so glad I did. It looks nice and cozy, doesn't it? I think they're going to be fine. And of course we have the grow light table, and it's got a little bit of room left on it for a few more plants. Out in the garage, it actually stays decently warm out here. We have the water heater. Right now it's about a little under 60, and that's with the door open. So once I close the door, it'll be nice and warm in here. Plus, Tiger's gonna help keep it warm. Right, buddy? Hi. This is a neighborhood cat that adopted us, and this is our cat now. We have accepted it, the fact that we have a new cat. And he's the sweetest, and he sleeps so much. And we might bring him inside tonight if he wants to come in. But again, it's going to be pretty warm in the garage, and it's got a nice blanket box. And we love him. I don't have a lot to do out here. I've already grouped these guys together, and I'm really tempted to just throw a blanket over them and call it done. So I'm going to think about how I'm going to do that. And I've got a few other little ones over here, and I've already put them under these shelves, like so. And I'm just going to cover that with blankets too. Poor little oxalis, they're cold, they close up. Haworthias and whatnots. It's a little, most of these are pretty scrappy. Oh, I just remembered I have some aloe up front I need to cover too. Alright. To make it easier, I'm just gonna cram everybody under one shelf. Make it fit. Okay. There. And trusty old yoga mats. Tuck it in for some extra protection. Okay. Right there. Like that. And like that. Oh yeah, done and done. I'll cover up that little section a little bit better later, but I could just not be lazy and bring them in the garage. It's only a few pots. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I really didn't want to move more plants, but I'll just leave them on the wagon, drag them in the garage, and drag them back out when it warms up again. Tomorrow, probably. The next day. I remember the wood planter. That one came out. Haworthia's still doing great. These guys are still doing pretty good. This looks a little funny, and this is the air plant, and it's pupping. Cool, huh? And that's it. That is how I protect my plants from the cold in Houston, Texas. If it gets colder where you are, you will want to double up on your protection at least, and really strongly consider bringing more plants inside. Be sure you keep them dry ahead of the cold. And if you are expecting rain with the cold front, I would cover all of this with a tarp, but we don't want tarp plastic coming in contact with the plants. That's a big no-no. They do not like that. Say hi. Say hi, Tiger. Hi. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope that helps, and I hope you don't have to deal with any cold temperatures for too long. But just in case, it's good to know what to do, and it's good to be prepared. And it is good to have a soft orange cat to keep you warm, right? Thanks for watching. Go. Tiger, don't rub on that.